The stats say there's a lot of homeless veterans in Wisconsin. I don't think people realize they're there, and the majority of them are north of Highway 29.
Homelessness could come about because of a divorce and they lose their home. It could be PTSD, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs.
And they're not sleeping under the Davenport Bridge. They're couch surfing and sleeping in their cars. And
it's just the lack of having a place to call your own.
I'm a Vietnam veteran, and I'm fortunate. I am not homeless, but a lot of guys my era are homeless.
Gordy came home one night from an AMVETS meeting and said they had extra money and didn't know what to do with it in their treasury. And I said, why don't they build tiny homes for homeless veterans?
That's what stirred our interest, right?
Our dream, our passion project.
Yeah.
So our idea is that we wanted a community center with the 16 tiny homes around it. The community center is really the hub of the whole organization. This is where the residents will be able to meet with some of the staff, help them work their, what we call an individualized care plan, which is a plan that the residents themselves help build so that they can get the needs met that they have to become self-sustainable again. This includes health, it includes jobs, it includes housing. Whatever they see as their big dream, we're gonna try to make that happen. The tiny homes are really around, is just for their own safe place. They don't have bathrooms in them, and that's because typically veterans are very reclusive, and we want them to come out and be a part of the community with like people. The bathroom's only 20 feet away inside of a building where they have access to fresh water, running showers, a full kitchen, things like that. So that's our goal, to show that they have a sense of worth, even though they may not be able to see it right now, have that support of other people. A lot of the programs that we offer, this isn't us reinventing the wheel. We are working with Vow Villages of Wisconsin down in Racine. They have been doing this for over 16 years and have proven track records of people coming out and being successful.
So Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin started back in 2017 when they opened up the doors. And we found out very quickly that we need the wraparound services for the veteran community in order to really help them to where they need to be helped.
We worked with Vow Villages for about a year with Zach, and he's just been kind of a big catalyst in us being able to start this up here in the Northwoods.
So my story is kind of complex. I mean, when I was a kid, I dealt with some stuff with my mother passing away very early. I was very lost, and then I found the Marine Corps, or the Marine Corps found me, and kind of gave me purpose. Once I got in the Marine Corps, I kind of found my way, and then I got out and struggled a little bit more, finding myself. I would say that that time was probably the hardest time in my life to reintegrate, to be a civilian again. Once I started working with veterans, probably about 7 years after the Marines, I found myself again. I dealt with a lot of suicidal thoughts, was at risk of a lot, losing my entire life. Finding the veteran community really helped me kind of find my way, and I've been working with veterans the last 10 years, and it's been a blessing for me. We have so many veterans still kill themselves every day. All across the state of Wisconsin, all across the United States. I work with so many suicidal vets, and I look to always connect them with the right services. One of the programs that we don't have is something here in northern Wisconsin. If we were able to have tiny homes up here and a program to connect these veterans with, it's not only saving their lives, but it's saving the sadness that their families are going to suffer from. And if we can continue to build on these programs together and collaborate as a veteran community, we're not only helping those veterans, but we're helping those families and saving more lives day after day. And that's what we need to continue to do.
And that's what we're trying to do for these people, is to get them a home and a job. And we've been so blessed in our lives that we want to help as many others as we can.
I was placed here to take care of other people, and that's what I want to do. So there.
The end.
What's really nice about Rhinelander area and having it here is just the therapeutic atmosphere that Rhinelander has. We have hunting, fishing, it's laid back, you know, we don't have the hustle and bustle of a city.
There are so many veterans I know down in Milwaukee area, southeast Wisconsin, and even these bigger states around us that need to get away from whatever negative attitude is around them. They need to get something different, rebuild themselves, reset completely. And there's really no better place than here in northern Wisconsin, I feel, because it's so beautiful, so peaceful, and they can really find themselves at peace if they really give themselves the opportunity and open up to that.
So far, we've bought our property. It's been mostly cleared at this point. Our next step is getting well and septic in the concrete for the foundation. Right now, our biggest project is the community center. We need to have that up and running before we can build our tiny homes. The people in the community and far beyond have been very, very generous, and we appreciate each and every one of our donors, our sponsors, anybody who's even given us a, hey, you're doing a great thing. That means a lot. But we still need more.
I'm not burnt out yet, but it's getting to that point because, boy, it's a lot of work.
Nobody knew how hard it was going to be or how long it was going to take. And I hate asking for money. So that's why I'm asking for prayers and a lot of help. We can use them all.
So I do think that our community should care because it's a lasting legacy for everybody here. Not only is it started here and our community actually helped drive this, but the people who are going to be graduating out of this program will then continue to help build our community stronger.
The tiny homes are as strong as the community that supports it.
We need as many supporters as possible. We need volunteers to help us with our fundraising. We need people who have great ideas.
Our goal is to not just have it homeless veterans for Rhinelander. This is homeless veterans from all over northern Wisconsin and then beyond as space opens up.
They're there. It's just finding them, offering them the chance to get a job, get an apartment. That's my goal.
Whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it takes. I have nothing else to do, right? Oh yeah, I gotta clean up my yard again.